Hey there, welcome back to the lab. I'm Daddy Clay. I'm joined today by Jan Bozarth, the creator of Fairy Godmother Academy. Jan, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Clay. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. This episode is brought to you by Baby Bjorn, and I refer to Jan as the creator of the Fairy Godmother Academy because author doesn't really do it justice. I mean, there's much more than just books involved in Fairy Godmother Academy. Well, let's start with the books. I mean, obviously that's the foundation of everything. This is Birdie's book. Fairy Godmother Academy is actually a series, is that right?
That's right. 8 books.
8 books. And describe to me a little bit about the world of the Fairy Godmother Academy.
It's a girl fantasy fiction book series. The world of the Fairy Godmother Academy is really about dreaming and going into a fantasy world called adventuring. And they get to put their most cherished dream in the big, big fairy book, the book of dreams of all girls of all time.
Is there an age range that is most appropriate for?
We're saying 7 to 12 preteen girls.
Oh, okay. So I've got an 8-year-old, so I'm right in the wheelhouse.
Right,
and she's actually read this book and really did love it.
Awesome.
And I found that she really plowed right through it. I mean, the difficulty of the language is just right on for that age of girl. So tell me a little bit about wisdom cards. What are wisdom cards?
One of the things that we wanted to do is we wanted to give girls activities that they would access online, but they would actually do in their real life. A little bit like the Girl Scouts, in that we give them what we're calling wisdom acts, and those are things that they can do in their real life, and they can do them with their Girl Scout troop or their friends or their school. And the way that they get to know about those wisdom acts is through the wisdom cards. Each book we have a wisdom card. You can also collect them digitally online on our site.
Which leads us to talk a little bit about the website. Describe what's going on. How does that amplify or continue what's going on in the book?
The website really, we envision as a place where girls can get together, build community around the Fairy Godmother Academy, get to know each other, do some of the wisdom acts together, and become a fairy godmother in their own life.
And my experience with the site is that pretty much all the conversations that are happening there are moderated.
That's right.
You've got adult eyes on pretty much all the communication that's going on the site. Birdie's book is the first, and we've got another one coming out soon, right?
This is Kirka's book, and it's coming out May 11th. Kirka is another character that goes to a completely different part of adventuring. So when girls read the series, they're getting a new character, a new place in the fantasy world each time. And also I want to mention that all the characters are from different countries. So Birdie is of Irish descent, Kirka is Finnish, our third book is Guatemalan.
So let me ask you this question. As a dad, I mean, this environment's a pretty female, pretty girly, pretty, frilly environment. How can dads engage in this conversation? Is there ways for them to become part of the conversation
Absolutely.
as well?
What we really want the girls to do is to believe that they can be a fairy godmother in their own life. And like Birdie's book, Birdie is a part of the Arbor lineage. And so all the activities, the wisdom cards, the wisdom acts are around protecting the green world. So that's a way, that the parent can get involved with the child in the idea behind the book. And then Kirka's book is a completely different lineage, and hers is called the Pax lineage, and it's all about relationships. In her story, it's about her relationship with her 2 sisters. But we see the Pax lineage wisdom cards really being about getting along with others, their schoolmates, their family, their friends.
Well, overall, I think this is a really terrific book and a great online property. I highly encourage you, if you have 8, 9, 10-year-old girls, if you've got those kind of early tween girls, this is a really healthy fantasy world, a great way to encourage reading and also online literacy. I suggest that you check out the Fairy Godmother Academy. Jan, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thanks, Clay.
That's all for us at DadLabs. Thanks to our sponsors, Baby Bjorn, and we'll see you next time.